Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand. It feels cool and heavy. This little object is not just money, it is a time machine. Coins are tiny storytellers. They tell us about kings and queens who lived long ago. They show us the gods people worshipped. They reveal the languages people spoke. Each coin is a window into the past. It connects us to the people who made it, used it, and saved it. For a country like Pakistan, with its deep and layered history, coins are especially important. They are like small, durable books that have survived for thousands of years, just waiting for us to read their fascinating tales. These small metal discs are more than just currency. They are official documents from their time. When a new ruler came to power, one of the first things they did was mint new coins. This was a way to announce their authority to everyone. The designs on the coins were carefully chosen. They were a form of propaganda, showing the ruler's power, their religious beliefs, or their connection to great empires of the past. By studying these coins, we can trace the rise and fall of civilizations. We can see how ideas, art, and power flowed across the land that is now Pakistan, a true crossroads of history. Think about what a coin sees in its lifetime. It passes through the hands of merchants in bustling bazaars. It is used by soldiers paying for their supplies. It is hidden away by a family for safekeeping. It might be lost in a field, only to be found centuries later by a farmer. Every scratch and mark on its surface tells a part of that journey. For historians and archaeologists, these coins are invaluable clues. They help us date ancient sites. They confirm the names of rulers we only knew from old texts. They show us trade routes that connected distant lands, from Rome to China, all passing through this region. Our journey through Pakistan's numismatic history is a journey through time itself. We will start thousands of years ago, even before true coins existed. We will travel through mighty empires and witness the arrival of new peoples and new faiths. We will see how art and technology changed over the centuries, all reflected in these small metallic artifacts. This is not just a story about money. It is the story of the people, the cultures, and the epic events that shaped the land of Pakistan. So let us begin this adventure and unveil the secrets held by these ancient and beautiful objects. Our story begins over 4,000 years ago in the Indus Valley Civilization. This was one of the world's first great urban cultures, with cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. The people here were amazing builders and traders. But did they have coins? Not in the way we think of them today. Instead of round metal discs, they used something different for trade. Archaeologists have found many small, square seals made of stone. These seals have beautiful carvings of animals, like bulls and elephants, and a mysterious script that we still cannot fully read. These were not money, but they were vital for commerce, used to stamp clay tags on goods to show ownership. These seals were like a personal signature or a company logo. A merchant would press their seal onto a clay tag attached to a bundle of goods. This showed who the goods belonged to. It was a system built on trust and identity. While these seals were not coins, they showed that the people of the Indus Valley had a complex system for managing their economy. They traded goods like cotton, beads, and pottery over vast distances. The seals represent the very first step towards a standardized system of economic exchange in this part of the world, laying the groundwork for the monetary systems that would follow centuries later. The first objects that look more like coins appeared much later, around 600 BC. These are known as bent bar coins, or punch-marked coins. They were made in the ancient kingdom of Gandhara, located in what is now northern Pakistan and eastern Afghanistan. These coins were not round. They were long rectangular bars of silver, often bent in the middle. Instead of a full design, they were stamped with one or two simple symbols, like a sunburst or a geometric pattern. These marks were a guarantee of the silver's weight and purity. They were some of the earliest coins in the entire world. These punch-marked coins were a revolutionary idea. Before them, people traded by bartering goods or using chunks of precious metal that had to be weighed every single time. These new coins had a standard weight and a mark of authority. This made trade much faster and easier. A merchant could now accept a bent bar coin without needing a scale, trusting the symbol stamped upon it. This system spread across the subcontinent. Soon, many different kingdoms were making their own punch-marked coins, each with their unique set of symbols, creating a vibrant and complex monetary landscape across ancient South Asia. In 326 BC, a new chapter in Pakistan's history began. Alexander the Great and his Greek armies marched into the region. Although Alexander did not stay for long, his invasion left a lasting impact. After he left, his generals established Greek kingdoms in the area, known as the Indo-Greek kingdoms. These rulers introduced a completely new style of coinage. For the first time, coins in this region featured realistic portraits of the kings. This was a Greek tradition. The coins were beautiful works of art, showing the rulers with incredible detail, including their helmets, hairstyles, and facial expressions. The Indo-Greek coins were typically made of silver or copper. One side would have the king's portrait. The other side often showed a Greek god or goddess, like Zeus or Athena. What made these coins truly special was their bilingual nature. The inscriptions were written in two languages, Greek on one side, and a local Indian language like Kharosthi or Brahmi on the other. This showed that the Greek kings were ruling over a diverse population of Greeks and local Indians. These coins are a perfect symbol of the fusion of cultures. Hellenistic art combined with Indian language and symbols. Following the Greeks, a powerful native empire rose to prominence, the Mauryan Empire. Founded by Chandragupta Maurya, this empire united most of the Indian subcontinent for the first time. The Mauryans continued to use the punch-marked coin system that was already popular. However, they standardized it on a massive scale. Their silver coins, called karshapanas, were stamped with a specific set of 5 symbols. One symbol was always a sun, and another was a 6-armed figure. These symbols represented the central authority of the Mauryan emperor, a guarantee of value recognized across their vast domain. The Mauryan coins tell a story of unification and central control. Millions of these coins were produced, helping to fuel the economy of one of the world's largest empires. The most famous Mauryan emperor, Ashoka the Great, was a promoter of Buddhism. While his coins did not directly feature Buddhist symbols, their widespread use reflects the peace and prosperity of his reign that allowed Buddhist teachings to flourish and spread. Finding these coins helps archaeologists understand the vast extent of the Mauryan Empire, whose influence stretched deep into the lands of modern-day Pakistan. After the Greeks and Mauryans, new groups of people moved into the region from Central Asia. First came the Indo-Scythians, also known as the Sakas. They were nomadic warriors who established their own kingdoms. Their coins show a fascinating mix of influences. They copied the Greek style of having a portrait of the king on one side. However, the portraits were often less realistic and more stylized. The reverse side of their coins often featured the king on horseback, a common symbol for nomadic people. Their coins document a period of transition, blending Greek traditions with Central Asian identity. The Indo-Scythian rulers, with names like Mawes and Azis, governed a large territory that included parts of Pakistan. Their coins are an important source of information because we have few other written records about them. One famous series of coins is attributed to a king named Azez. A legend connects this king to one of the 3 wise men, or Magi, from the Christmas story. While this is likely just a myth, it shows how the history of this region has captured the imagination of people far and wide. The coins of the Indo-Scythians are a testament to a dynamic era of migration and cultural blending. The next great power to rise was the Kushan Empire, around the 1st century AD. The Kushans also came from Central Asia and created a massive empire that stretched from Central Asia through Afghanistan and Pakistan and into northern India. They were masters of the trade routes, including the famous Silk Road. To facilitate this international trade, the Kushans introduced the first gold coins in the region. These coins were based on the standard of the Roman gold denarius, which made them easily accepted by merchants from east and west. This was a major economic innovation. The Kushan coins are famous for their incredible diversity of designs. The most famous Kushan king, Kanishka the Great, was a patron of Buddhism. His coins are remarkable because they are among the earliest to depict images of the Buddha, sometimes labeled in Greek as Bodo. But the Kushans were religiously tolerant. Their coins also featured a huge pantheon of deities from Greek, Iranian, and Hindu traditions. You can find coins with images of the Greek god Heracles, the Iranian sun god Mithra, and the Hindu god Shiva. The Kushan coinage is a beautiful catalog of the many faiths and cultures that coexisted and thrived along the Silk Road. In the 8th century AD, a new historical force arrived in the lands of Pakistan. Arab armies led by the young general Muhammad bin Qasim brought Islam to the region of Sindh. This marked the beginning of a profound transformation in culture, religion, and, of course, coinage. The early Arab governors of Sindh introduced a completely new style of coin. Gone were the portraits of kings and religious idols. Instead, the coins were filled with elegant Arabic calligraphy. This was in keeping with Islamic tradition, which generally discouraged the use of images of living beings on coins. These new Islamic coins, known as dirhams, were thin silver discs. Their designs consisted entirely of text. Typically, they would feature the kalima, the Islamic declaration of faith. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. The coins also included the name of the ruling caliph in Baghdad, the year the coin was minted, and the city where it was made, such as Mansoura in Sindh. This provided a wealth of precise information. It made the coins not just currency, but also historical documents that declared religious faith and political allegiance in writing. As various Turkic and Afghan dynasties, such as the Ghaznavids and the Ghurids, established their rule from the 10th century onwards, Islamic coinage continued to evolve. These rulers conquered large parts of northern India. To govern their new, predominantly Hindu subjects, they made a practical adjustment to their coins. Some rulers, like Muhammad of Ghor, issued coins that were a mix of old and new. One side would have the traditional Arabic or Persian inscriptions, while the other side would feature a familiar image from Indian coinage, such as the goddess Lakshmi. This was a clever way to make the new currency acceptable to the local population. This period also saw the introduction of the tanka, a large silver coin, and the jital, a smaller bilon, a mix of silver and copper, coin for everyday transactions. The designs became more complex, with rulers adopting grand titles and including verses from the Quran. The city of Lahore became a major mint. The coins from this era show a dynamic process of adaptation. The new Muslim rulers were establishing their identity, but they were also responding to the local traditions of the lands they now governed. Their coins are a physical manifestation of this cultural and political negotiation. In 1526, the arrival of Babur from Central Asia marked the beginning of the mighty Mughal Empire. This empire would rule the subcontinent for over 300 years and is remembered for its incredible wealth, power, and artistic achievements. This artistic flair was clearly visible on their coins. The early Mughal emperors, like Babur and Humayun, continued the existing Islamic coin tradition with beautiful calligraphy in Persian. However, under Emperor Akbar the Great, Mughal coinage underwent a major reform. He standardized weights and introduced new denominations, including massive gold coins called mohurs and the iconic silver rupee that would become the basis for modern currency. Akbar was known for his religious tolerance and intellectual curiosity. This was reflected in his coinage. He introduced coins with new, innovative designs. Some of his coins were square-shaped, which was highly unusual. He also minted a series of Ilahi coins that marked his new syncretic faith, the Dini Ilahi. These coins replaced the traditional Islamic kalima with a new creed, Allahu Akbar Jalla Jalaluhu, which means God is great, glorified be his glory. This was a bold and controversial move. His coins also started featuring decorative floral patterns and intricate borders, turning them into miniature works of art that celebrated the glory of his empire. The peak of Mughal artistic expression in coinage came under Emperor Jahangir. He was a great patron of the arts and had a personal interest in his coins. He took the bold step of reintroducing portraits on coins, something that had been absent from Islamic coinage for centuries. His famous portrait mohurs show him holding a wine cup or a flower. Even more famous are his zodiac coins. For each month of his reign, he issued a series of gold and silver coins featuring the corresponding zodiac sign, Aries, Taurus, Leo, and so on. These coins are incredibly beautiful and are highly prized by collectors today. Under later Mughal emperors like Shah Jahan, who built the Taj Mahal, and Aurangzeb, the coins returned to a more orthodox Islamic style. Portraits and zodiac signs disappeared, replaced by elegant calligraphy within decorative squares and circles. However, the quality and artistry remained high. The coins listed the emperor's full, elaborate titles and the many mints operating across the empire, from Lahore and Multan, in what is now Pakistan, to the far corners of India. The decline of the Mughal Empire in the 18th century can also be traced through its coins, as the quality of the metal and the striking became cruder, reflecting a loss of central control. As Mughal power faded in the 18th century, regional powers began to assert their independence. In the Punjab, the Sikh Confederacy rose to prominence. eventually culminating in the Sikh Empire under Maharaja Ranjit Singh in the early 19th century. The Sikhs developed their own unique coinage. Their coins, known as the Nanakshahi rupee, were mostly minted in Amritsar and Lahore. Following a tradition of humility, the coins did not bear the name or portrait of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Instead, they were dedicated to the Sikh gurus, especially Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism. The Sikh coins are easily recognizable. They almost always feature a peepal leaf, which is a sacred symbol. The inscriptions were in Persian, the administrative language of the time, and praised the gurus and the Akal Takht, the seat of Sikh temporal authority. One popular phrase found on the coins is Deg, Teg, Fateh, which means prosperity, power, and victory. Some coins, particularly from the Peshawar Mint, featured a prominent lion, symbolizing strength and sovereignty. The coinage of the Sikh Empire represents a distinct period of regional identity and power in the history of Pakistan's northern lands. The other major power rising at this time was the British East India Company. As the company expanded its territory, it began to mint its own coins. At first, these coins were issued in the name of the Mughal Emperor, even though he had little real power. This was a political strategy to make the coins acceptable to the local population. These coins looked similar to Mughal rupees, but sometimes included small, subtle marks indicating the company's authority. This practice continued until 1835, when the British finally felt secure enough to issue coins in their own name. After 1858, following the Great Uprising, the British Crown took direct control of India, and the era of the British Raj began. The coinage changed dramatically. The new silver rupees and other coins now featured the portrait of the reigning British monarch, such as Queen Victoria, King Edward VII, and King George VI. The reverse side had the denomination written in English and Persian script. These coins were a powerful symbol of colonial rule. The image of the British monarch, circulating in every market and village, was a constant reminder of who was in charge. This coinage system remained in place until the end of British rule in 1947. On August 14, 1947, Pakistan was born as an independent nation. This historic event required the creation of a new national currency. However, minting new coins takes time. For a short transitional period from 1948 to 1951, Pakistan used coins of the British Indian government. To mark them as Pakistani, these coins were modified. They were the same size, weight, and design, featuring the portrait of King George VI. The modification was that the government name was changed to Government of Pakistan. This was a practical, temporary solution, while the new nation prepared its own distinct currency. In 1948, Pakistan issued its first series of truly national coins. These coins marked a complete break from the colonial past. The portrait of the British monarch was gone forever. In its place, the coins featured symbols that represented the new country's identity and aspirations. The main design element was the Tughra, an elegant calligraphic monogram of the state's name, Hukumati Pakistan, in Urdu. The reverse side featured the crescent and star, a powerful symbol of Islam and the national flag. The coins also included wheat wreaths, symbolizing agriculture and prosperity. The denominations included the Pi, Paisa, Anna, and Rupee. A major change occurred in 1961 when Pakistan switched to a decimal system of currency. The old system of annas and paisas was replaced by a simpler one, where 100 paisa equaled 1 rupee. This required a whole new set of coins. The new coins were smaller and made from cheaper metals like bronze, nickel, and copper-nickel. The designs continued to feature national symbols. The crescent and star remained prominent. Other designs included famous landmarks like the Badshahi Mosque in Lahore and the Khyber Pass, celebrating the nation's rich heritage and geography. Over the years, Pakistan's coins have continued to evolve. The designs changed to reflect the country's progress and to commemorate important events. Special commemorative coins have been issued to honor the nation's founder, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the national poet, Allama Iqbal, or to celebrate anniversaries of independence. The materials have also changed due to economic factors, with aluminum and steel replacing more expensive metals for lower value coins. Today, the coins in circulation, from the 1 rupee to the 10 rupee coin, are a daily reminder of Pakistan's sovereignty and national identity, connecting the modern state to its long and complex numismatic history. The story of Pakistan's coins is not just found in history books. It is also hidden in the ground. Over the centuries, many people buried their savings for safekeeping. Sometimes these people never returned to claim their treasure. These hidden collections, known as hoards, are sometimes discovered by farmers plowing their fields, or by construction workers digging foundations. Each hoard is a time capsule. For example, a pot full of Kushan gold coins found near Peshawar tells us about the wealth of the Silk Road trade. A hoard of silver dirhams from Sindh might reveal a forgotten trade route with the Abbasid Caliphate. These accidental discoveries are incredibly exciting for archaeologists. These discoveries have helped fill many gaps in our knowledge. One of the most significant finds was the Mir Zakka hoard, discovered in Afghanistan near the Pakistan border. This gigantic treasure contained thousands of coins spanning several centuries, from the early punch-marked coins to Greek, Mauryan, and Kushan issues. It was like a library of ancient coins, showing which currencies were being used together at one point in time. Studying such hoards helps experts understand the economic life of the past. They can learn how long certain coins remained in circulation and how different monetary systems interacted with each other. For those who want to see these incredible artifacts, Pakistan's museums hold magnificent collections. The Lahore Museum, famously depicted in Rudyard Kipling's novel Kim, has one of the finest numismatic collections in South Asia. Its galleries display a breathtaking array of coins, from the tiny punch-marked silver pieces to the magnificent gold mohurs of the Mughal emperors. Similarly, the National Museum of Pakistan in Karachi and the Peshawar Museum have extensive collections that showcase the unique history of their respective regions, particularly the coins of the Gandhara civilization and the Islamic sultanates. These museums are custodians of Pakistan's monetary heritage. Beyond museums, there is a passionate community of private collectors and amateur historians who are dedicated to studying these coins. These collectors often specialize in a particular period, like the Indo-Greeks or the Mughals. They share their knowledge through books, websites, and collector societies. Their passion plays a vital role in preserving these historical objects and uncovering new information. Their stories are often fascinating, telling of a lucky find in a local market or the patient pursuit of a rare coin for many years. These collectors, historians, and archaeologists all work together, piecing together the grand story of Pakistan, one coin at a time.